Hello everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. So, I know I have taken a break for a while now, but the thing is, with what is going on in the world right now, I mean, it's kind of depressing. Like each day when you wake up and you go into social media, it's just sad. The atmosphere is filled with a lot of sadness with what has been going on in the world right now. And it's very depressing because a lot of people do feel like, that we are, you know, powerless, defenseless. And there is not a lot of voices. I appreciate a lot of people having their voices out there, speaking up. Now, with that being said, I just wanted to bring up this topic today because I feel like, what, we should go back into our normal routine, but still be very conscious of what is happening around us. Now, I got a video that I saw, on TikTok later on. Is it last night? And I decided, what, I'm gonna come back because, to be sincere with you guys, what has been happening in the world right now has been very depressing to the soul, and it does take a toll on many of us. Sometimes, you see what is happening. Now, with that being said, we're gonna put that away for now, and we're gonna get back into our normal routine. And I'm gonna be bringing up a video for us of, um, a woman, literally packing her stuff and leaving her. I don't know if she's married because I didn't see the a wedding ring. And she was complaining that she wasn't getting help around the house. You know, the boyfriend or husband was not helping around the house, and she got fed up with it and she was leaving. Now, what after this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys my own, commentary on this particular situation on how to avoid it, because we talk about it all the time. You need to search for somebody that, is capable of taking care of you financially, because at the end of the day, if they cannot, and you have to do all of this, because at the end of the day you're doing 90% while they're just sitting down. Now let me bring this video up here.
Like what? Now, cause I'm sick of this. Y'all want to help me do? I'm out. Bro. I need me some time off. I'm done with this. Y'all ungrateful. Y'all don't even appreciate me. What are you talking about? I work. I work, no, and you know what? I need a break from cooking, cleaning, the bullshit, the argument, the cheating. You and the kids. I work and I do what I can, and you ain't happy about that. That's your problem. You figure it out. See, what me and the kids gonna do? Like, come on now. I don't care. Come on now, like that's crazy. And why is you doing all that? What I'm gonna do, I'm leaving.
You know the funny thing about this video is the fact that he's sitting down there, he's laying down on the bed and literally calling her crazy. So while she's complaining and while she's, letting out her frustration because she's stressed out and he's not helping around the house, instead he's just lying down, and she, as you can see, she's in her breaking point. This is her breaking point. So she's like, you know what, I'm leaving. I can't. Instead of him to understand where she's coming from, he's literally saying, oh, you're crazy and all of this. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna turn around later on as we go on in this video. So let's continue.
Hell, I ain't gonna be honest with you. I never did miss you. Shoot. Perfect. You nasty. You don't clean up. There's bugs around here. Like, come on, man. I need help. Like, this don't make no sense.
Like, listen to the way he's talking to her. He's being very disrespectful towards her. And he's like, you're nasty, you this, you that. This is the thing. I was watching a TikTok video of a lady that was on TikTok. She was talking about how she cannot, date a guy that doesn't have enough money to take care of a household, that doesn't have enough money to buy a home, that is not ready, for an actual family life. And well, not to my surprise, we had a lot of pick me in the comment section, literally going, "Oh, why does he have to do all of that for you? I don't need my man to do this and this." See, this is the thing. If you want to be stressed out, you're going to get stressed out. And this is the thing. They're always talking about the sisterhood thing. Let's come together. Women be talking about that. But when once another woman comes out and be like, "I want more, I want better for myself," all of a sudden sisterhood, pretends, goes into the trash, goes into the bin. Now, this is the thing I notice about a lot of women on social media that literally go after women that want a better life and literally openly say, "You know what? Yes, I want a man that makes more than me." The thing is, many of those women are miserable. So they, like I said before, misery always loves company. So let's continue.
I ain't got no help. Y'all figure it out. Like, this is crazy. Look at you. You a bum. Look at you. Why is you look at you. I be that bum walking out the door. Putting money in the jar. Like, come on now. You just doing this to me and the kids. Like, this don't make no sense. Like, this is ridiculous, man. Look how you acting. So where you gonna go? Don't worry about that, boy. You all.
She's made up her mind. She's made up her mind. She's like, don't worry about that. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna say this. A lot of this situationship could be, solved if women would have a higher standard for themselves and have a higher see themselves as deserving more. Because this is the thing. I understand that society want to tell you that, "Oh, you should be a virtuous woman, a woman that build with your man and all of this and all of that, stand by his side." And at the end of the day, you might just be giving all that to somebody that does not really deserve you.
You gonna go to that other nigga house? Huh? You gonna go to the other nigga house? Yeah.
I don't know why people like to using this law. I really don't like it.
You start making your arrangements. You start planning out how y'all gonna survive. Like, this don't make no sense. How you treat me and stuff. All the things I done for you. Like, come on now. This don't make no sense.
This man have been sitting down there criticizing her, telling her how she looks like a bum, and all of a sudden now he's talking about because of all of the things that he's done for her. Like, you mean by downgrading her, insulting her looks, and calling her a bum? Oh my God! Excuse me. After you done insulted this woman, all of a sudden you like changing your tone now that she's leaving. It is crazy.
Come on, please now. Come on, this don't make no sense. Come on, don't go nowhere. Please, come on. What I'm gonna do with you out with the kids? I'm sorry. Please don't go nowhere, please. Please, come on now. Don't do this. Come on now. So bro, what are you doing? Come.
That's what he gets. I hope he never comes back to this abusive relationship, because it might not be physically, but it is mentally. Because the way he talked to this woman, he did not sound like somebody that really loved this woman. He sounded like somebody that was using her for whatever, maybe financially and physical work that she's doing at home. Because he's talking about, how do I take care of the kids? Some men are not out here marrying women because of, they love them. Some men are out here marrying women because of necessity. They need somebody to be their mommy. And many of these men do not come with anything. Many of them do not come with anything. Some of them will come out here and ask you to literally split bills with them. Like this video over here, from Reddit. I'm gonna bring a video of somebody reading a Reddit story, and she was talking about, she wanted to, she moved into a BF's boyfriend's apartment, and he started demanding for rent that she's not paying rent. Well, without further ado, let me just bring that video up in here. So let me take it back.
The house.
Got to start this video. Hold on. Have to restart it. Okay, now.
Towards my boyfriend's mortgage if I move in with.
Why is it not playing from the start? What is happening? Okay. Sorry for that. I need to play it from the start. I don't know if I have to take it down and then restart it. Don't know what have been happening. Haven't used my StreamYards for a while now. It's kind of like misbehaving now. I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to take this one down and I'm going to bring it right up again. I'm going to bring it up again.
Towards my boyfriend's mortgage if I move in with him. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 3 years. He owns a house and lives there by himself. I live in an apartment by myself.
So I need you guys to listen to this story. So they've been dating for 3 years. This is not a new relationship, and they moved in together, and that is his house. Just listen to it. Just listen to this, Reddit story.
By himself. I live in an apartment by myself. We've talked about moving in together, as that's the logical next step in our relationship, and we both want to do it. But I have some hang-ups related to moving into a house that I don't have any stake in. I'm refusing to pay any money that would go directly towards his mortgage. I don't have any stake in the house. Why would I contribute to his mortgage payments? I'm okay helping with utilities, groceries, household items, etc. But paying his mortgage is a hard no for me. I just don't think it makes any sense for me to pay towards his mortgage, when I would get nothing from that if we were to break up.
And she makes a lot of sense there. Why would she pay? Because at the end at the end of the day, it's not as if she's not trying to contribute anything. She's saying she can pay for groceries and for the utilities. But for him to expect her to pay for his house when this is his own house, why would she do that? Why would she pay rent for it? Because at the end of the day, she is paying for his mortgage, and at the end of the day, she's not going to be benefiting anything from this. And a lot of people were like, oh, she's a little bit ungrateful. I'm like, no, she's not. She understands the assignment. A lot of these men are not getting into relationship because, they want to be with somebody. They're just getting into relationship for the benefit. And this is the funny thing. You hear about some, podcasters out here, podcast bros out here talking about, women being gold diggers. But meanwhile, they've become the biggest gold digger ever. Some of them are just dating for, financial help. They're looking for somebody to add to them in a financial way.
The argument is that I would essentially be living with him for free, and it would cause an uneven dynamic in our payment towards shared living expenses. Which, I kind of get, but at the same time he's the one benefiting from paying down the mortgage and gaining equity, not me. He also argued that his mortgage is pretty much exactly what I was paying in rent, so by cutting that in half I am saving a lot of money on living costs, compared to living on my own. Which, yeah, that's nice too, but legally it's still not my house. I told him the only way I would pay money for rent is if he signs a contract with me stating that any money I pay towards his mortgage will be paid back to me, by him, in the event that we break up. It would also allow me protection from eviction and other basic tenant rights, similar to a rental agreement. He is refusing to sign anything like that because, in his words, I could break up with him for no reason and then take him to court for.
Oh yeah, you listen to that. So he, in his own mind, he understand the assignment. Oh, because you could break up with me and go to court. Oh, excuse me, that could also happen to her. Meanwhile, she has already invested her money into your house. So you're looking for somebody to add, but you don't want to really share. You see? It's not as, see, some people be out here playing dumb, but the truth is they're not really dumb. They're trying to take advantage of other people. And I'm going to say this. I already wrote in the comment section, I said, leave him. He's not the one. He's not the one.
Thousands of dollars. Which, I suppose is true, but I wouldn't just break up with him for no reason. This whole situation is driving a wedge between us and he's pissed at me for being so difficult, when all he thinks he is asking is that we split living expenses 50-50 if we are to live together. To me, it's not that simple, when he's the one owning the house we would live in. If I were on the title, it would be a different story, but he's not willing to put me on the title because he's lived there for 7 years already. My lease at my apartment is up in 2 months and I know I need to make a decision sooner than later. It doesn't help that my landlord is going to be increasing my rent and similar apartments in our area are going for even more than I'm currently paying. But I just don't feel right contributing money towards his mortgage. I also know that if I renew my lease, it's pretty much a dagger to our relationship, which I don't want because I do love him and see a future with him. I just want to make sure I'm protected. I can tell my boyfriend's patience on this is wearing thin, and he's upset with me for digging my heels in on this. But for me, this is about protecting myself for the worst case scenario, while he's not really risking anything.
Absolutely true. He's not risking anything and he's trying to take advantage. Girl, run. And this is the thing this is one of the problems I have with 50-50 relationships. Because it is not really 50-50. Imagine if she start putting down payment, paying rent. And then what? And then at the end of the day, if they are no longer together, what would happen? She would have helped him pay his mortgage. You see how this works? This is why I do not support any kind of 50-50 relationship, because it is always at the loss of the woman. The woman is always the one to lose a lot. Now, let me bring up this video over here of this girl having an opinion about this particular topic. You know, let me just bring up this video here.
My boyfriend's mortgage if I move in with him.
Please go back and watch that video. But one thing I love about TikTok is how accurate it can be to personal life experience, because I literally had a guy almost trick me into doing this, and it was really, really strange because he was floating the idea super early on when we were speaking. We hadn't even met yet. This was how I knew it was probably he was not a genuine person, and then when I met him I realized he really wasn't genuine. But a lot of men are not only using women for free labor, but they're also using them for financial relief. So be very careful when a guy tries to float this idea, when a guy tries to say, oh yeah, just even jokingly, because that's how he tried to float it with me. This is why it's so, first of all, I'm really glad I didn't do it. I'm not the one. Or the two, you can't trick me with those kind of things. But second of all, he tried to float it so casually, but they package it up really romantically. They're like, yeah, move into my flat with me. Yeah, they float it so romantically, and because he kept on joking, because he had like quite a nice flat in East London, and he lived alone, and he even gave me like a tour of it. So yeah, just be very, very careful, because there are guys out here who are keen on using women for financial relief, and the woman who stitched that explains a little bit about the perspective of that. But I would say use discernment, use your intuition, your gut. There's a video I'm going to stitch about intuition, but use your intuition. Do not fall for those kinds of things, because they are just, it doesn't matter how much they say they like you, you are just easy financial relief, because he could be paying that mortgage with or without you. You're just convenient. So don't fall for it.
You know the funny thing about this whole topic is if they're looking for a roommate, why don't they just go get a roommate? Oh, yeah, I understand why they're not going to get a normal roommate, because they want the cat. They want you to put up, arrange the house, do the wifely duty, take care of them, mommy them, provide wife services, but be the girlfriend. And then pay for yourself too. Like, make it make sense. I mean, men nowadays, I understand why a lot of women are not dating. I understand why a lot of women are not getting married. Because if this is what we have nowadays as men, I'd rather pass. Like, what do they're talking about? What do women bring to the table? And they're out here looking for people to give them financial, freedom, like to add financially into their lives. But you will not benefit anything from it. It is kind of a funny situation, isn't it? And then if you're a woman, they say, I want a man that has it all and that can provide for me. The worst part of it is you will have other women on that page telling you, oh my God, why do you want more? Oh, do you think you are too good? Other women, also included men, trying to drag you down. And I'm going to tell you ladies this, never, ever put your, ever lower your standard. Never ever put your standards down for anyone. It doesn't matter what kind of woman, even if your friend comes up to you and be like, hey, your standards are too high, your standards are too high, leave that friend. That is not a good friend. Listen to your intuition. If you're looking for a man that has all of it, then wait for that person. And if he doesn't come, you can stay alone. It's okay. Instead of bringing in somebody that will stress out your life. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. Thank you all for being here. Do not forget to press that like button. Leave your commentary on the commentary section. And I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and
please
goodbye.
Don't go nowhere, please.
Have a great day and goodbye, people.